What's good, Triple K Squad? It's your girl, Kaitie.
It's your girl, Kasey. And today we have a guest with us. You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, it's your boy Carson the GOAT. You feel me? What's up?
Yeah, that's our little brother.
But yes, y'all, today we eating Wingstop. Food so good.
I'm gonna show y'all what I got. We got mango, habanero.
And I got Hawaiian.
I got a mixture of both.
We got some fries.
Carson's the lemon pepper good.
So we got lemon pepper.
Oh, yeah, good.
Yeah. So
One piece. One piece.
Really? But yes, y'all, what y'all been doing in this quarantine? Comment down below what y'all been doing in this quarantine. Like, cause we've been so bored.
Today, guys, we're going to talk about the quarantine and just some healthy tips that might help you guys to stay healthy and stay clean, and what type of activities you could do with your family, like inside, that will kind of make the quarantine go by a little bit faster or feel a little bit faster. All right, so first, what should they do?
First of all, stay safe. Please stay safe. Like, keep hand sanitizer with you, Lysol wipes,
At all times.
and try to keep your distance from people and don't be all in people's faces.
All right, you forgot the most important thing. Stay home.
Right.
Stay home unless you have to go out, like the governor say, for essentials like toilet paper, food, that type of stuff. But any other thing, like just to be leisure or go see your friend, like that's unnecessary at this point. You call them on the phone.
Right.
Unless you absolutely have to, like say if you have a grandparent that you have to take care of, that's different. But just try to make sure that you guys stay home as much as possible. Even though it might get bored or you might get tired of doing it, just stay home. And also, you guys, this is a trick that my mama had taught us. She said to drink 1 bottle of water before you go outside. Put some apple cider vinegar, like a teaspoon, like in your mouth.
Listerine in your mouth.
And make sure when you brush your teeth, like put Listerine in your mouth. Yeah, don't spit it out. It's just different tactics that she have concocted that are helping. So, yeah, and make sure you always, when you're home, use soap and water. Do not use sanitizer.
Right.
Especially when you go to the bathroom. Please,
Wash your
if you
hands.
already ain't washing your hands, wash it with soap and water, please. Because that's just nasty.
Very.
And two, like, even if your friends, like, want you to come over, you know, I know a lot of people want to go over to people's houses because they got, you know, they have, like, a breakout from school. But you have to realize, like, you might not either think you have it because you don't have any symptoms yet. One, because it takes up to almost, 14 days after you get it, just for the symptoms to start showing. So your family might not have gave you it possibly, but since you're over to your friend's house because your friend could possibly not as be clean as your family, or your friend just is not taking precaution with cleaning themselves correctly, it might make it harder, you know what I'm saying? It might make it, your body gets a little bit more run on in
remember
dirty
this,
area.
remember your actions depend on what everybody else does. So if you can't stay in the house, everybody else has to stay in the house longer. So by the time y'all talking about, what y'all could be doing, going out of town, going to the beach, stay home until this is all cleared up. At least you get a clear to go somewhere.
So we can go back to our normal lives.
Yes, because this quarantine in the house ain't working for me.
And so you guys, we want to touch this with schoolwork. As far as schoolwork goes, you guys, we live in a state where the grading is so off to where our teachers are providing us with the work or either checking in with us, but of course they don't want them to grade the work necessarily because we're not in school. So it's making it difficult
or
to
if
really.
they haven't gave it to us before we got out of school.
Right, so it's making it difficult to show mastery of the skill because they're assigning work that either y'all already did or they can assign new work so that your grades can be more accurate. So a lot of that is going on too in school system. And if you're stressed with work, just take your time. Like, I know a lot of our friends at home, they getting stressed out at home because the work is so much. But if you just pace yourself and communicate with your teacher, like if you telling them, hey, I'm getting tired, like I spent 3 hours on the computer today, tomorrow I might not get on because I just need a break. Make sure you're communicating with your teacher so your teacher knows, one, you're just not doing their work just because you don't want to, and two, that you're doing it, but you're trying to do it in a way till you don't get exhausted. So I think that's a good way. Make sure just that you communicate with your teachers.
And shout out to y'all seniors, bro. Y'all seniors, I know this is a hard time for y'all. I really do.
For real.
My heart goes out to all of you.
Y'all, I already told her we was not gonna talk about this like discussion on camera because she already know how I get. They like go up there with that. You guys, because they canceled our graduation. And I must say, it's not necessarily I'm mad they canceled it. And so let me put that out there. I am just as concerned about people's safety as a lot of people, public officials, are about so much people. Some people just care about money or just being in the spotlight. But for me, like, I actually care about people's safety. So I get why they cancel graduation. But at the same time, like I explained to a lot of people, you have spent literally, seniors can relate to me, you have spent literally almost 13 years of your life with being, what, most of us are 18, 19, or 17. You spent, out of those 17, 18, or 19 years, you literally spent 13 in school doing what you're supposed to. For a lot of us, some of us don't, but we ain't gonna get in that. Doing what we're supposed to, making sure that we get through school, because one, school is already hard enough. The curriculum is already hard enough. You know, a lot of people that did AP classes, dual enrollment, those type of things are, that's added stress to our courses. But people that even had the mindset to go for it, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, with that whole situation, you just feel some type of way, because it's just like, okay, for us that done worked hard all 13 years, like, that's an accomplishment. That's like another milestone that, that like shows your milestone that, hey, you made it, like you finished, like this chapter is closed of your life. That's just like when kids graduate from pre-K. That is showing that they're going to the next step
and you only get it one
into
time.
their
You're not
education.
getting that back. It's only a one-time thing.
Right. And like I told people, we haven't even got our caps and gowns yet. So you have to realize, like, not even having our cap and gowns, we done paid for that, done paid for senior dues for prom, can't do prom. The senior year experience is just not there this year. And so we get, we can't help the virus because it's an epidemic, but at the same time, we just wish it would have went another way. But I am glad that we have public officials and people, out there that can make those decisions for us and not just think with their heart, but also think with their head what's best for a greater impact in people's lives later instead of just now. Because everybody want to walk that done did the work. But it's just like, if it causes us not to walk for more people to not get sick, like our grandparents, some people grandparents come in town, those are the most people that's vulnerable to the virus. So if I have to think about that on that term, I feel like I'm grateful that we have people that can shut down the schools and make these decisions that we would not want to make. So yeah.
But yes, another thing y'all should do during I've been seeing everybody do these TikToks. These TikToks is something else. Like you're oh my god. But yes, y'all do these TikToks.
Carson,
it's something to keep you busy about the door.
Carson, what do you suggest to the people, like, you tearing up that mom. What you suggest to the people, like, about the quarantine, like, what can they do as far as boys? Like, what can they do?
Wait, say the question again.
She said like what they can do, like play basketball outside, play basketball, stay in their neighborhood. What?
Like, can they play? Like,
so
what
PS4?
different things can they do to keep themselves occupied?
Oh, well, if you tired of getting on the game, you can go outside. Well, if any of y'all got a game, you can go outside, or you can do schoolwork like I'm doing now. I just started yesterday.
You too.
And or you can even read the Bible. You can read the Bible.
And that's coming from a young person's mouth. Let's put that on.
Somebody's only in 7th grade.
Speaking of Bible, let's get into that. What was I think
People with the churches.
I think God is trying to transform the minds of his people. Whether that means finances, whether that means relationships, whether that means school, whether that means everyday common sense to live in today's society. I think that he's trying to shift the mind of today's people. And in order to shift their minds, he has to put them in an uncomfortable position that they never have been before. Because people were so comfortable with doing stuff out of God's order. So now that you want to do it out of God's order, he's going to put you in an uncomfortable condition to do things in his right order and in his way, regardless of if you feel like you need to do it or not.
Amen.
So, like people say, like that, it's out of their comfort zone. You need to do your own hair. Like I'm not knocking those people that have salons because some people are blessed with that talent. But sometimes God needs to show you that you don't always need those people to do what he has already called you to do. And through Christ, through strengthens me. So he strengthens you to do the everyday needs to get up, wash, brush your teeth, bathe, or anything else. So if he gives you those skills to do that, just think of how much further he can take anything or little old you just to do more for his will. And also too, like I think it's as far as relationship goes with God, I think he's trying to shift the minds, like getting us back to have a family-oriented mindset. So with me and my friends, like we have started like a prayer call. And we're supposed to be starting it soon. But like we have actually talked about this. We feel like our generation is getting away from the things of God and are putting stuff all out of order that we know is not in order. And I know a lot of people, they scared to say it because they don't either want to hurt people's feelings, or they don't either feel like that if they say it, somebody gonna get mad at them. But sometimes you gotta go with God. Like you have to be obedient. A lot of things you might not want to say. If God is telling you to say it, you need to be obedient and say it. And so I feel like he's shifting the minds of me and my peers, my friends, because one, we were already praying, but was it enough? I can honestly say I was not doing enough. I was not in the right place to do it because I was worried about everything else but the right thing. So I feel like with people, if you have those friends, y'all need to be praying for this generation and the generation to come, that this epidemic, it will be over soon. And that people will continue to make the right choices towards what's going on. And just get back right with God. Like I think that's the main focus. If you're spiritual, if you're a Christian, if you're Baptist, really it's all the same.
People who are called by my name will then will I heal the land.
Say it.
Yeah. So you have to be ready to be out of your comfort zone in this season. Because like I tell people, God is always out of his comfort zone when you mess up. When you do something that you know he told you not to do, he has to be he don't always be comfortable. So why one time or a one season span you can't be uncomfortable? Because you done all what you want to do, or you done went the opposite way from what he told you to do. And now that he has you uncomfortable, he's in the wrong. Maybe it's time to evaluate yourself, because maybe you have always been in the wrong.
Alright. But yes,
What you want to say about that?
I agree. I very much agree. Lesson learns, like with different stuff, like people go to nail salons, let the people do their nails. You start learning how to do your own nails, to save some money.
It might cost a little more.
It might be a little costly, but by the time you get to nail line, pay all that for your nails.
One time.
Yeah, so you can just have stuff at home every time you need to do your nails or do a fill-in or whatever. But yes, like we done started coming up with family activities to do. Like we had a movie night, we had a
puzzle night,
a Kahoot game night.
Puzzle night.
Yeah, puzzle night where we raced to do puzzles, a marshmallow towers.
And this is more time for you to spend with your family, quality time, like say, because most of the time during the school year, you ain't got no time. Most times you be tired when you come home or want to do this and that. So that's more time for you to spend with your family, especially if your parents are something sick. Because once you lose a parent, I'm gonna come in back.
That's it. So yes, like please stay in your homes and you can just watch TV, get on Netflix, Hulu, all Disney Plus, all that. Watch whole show. Like I'm almost done watched all of the movies and shows.
And go back to your childhood shows, Clifford the Big Red Dog.
PBS Kids. Yes, y'all. I done found See at the Science.
Your Backyardigans.
Martha Speaks.
What else? PJ Masks. Well, that's not really.
PJ Masks.
That's not really.
But that's not, yeah.
Team Umizoomi was on.
Yeah.
That's my show. Let's not get on this show.
But yeah.
Team Umizoomi.
Yes,
Yes, y'all.
we're
still a kid at heart, so we still. Because our parents raised us the right way, not knocking some of y'all parents.
Right.
But our parents let us be kids when we're supposed to be kids. So guess what? You're going to always be a kid at heart, no matter how old you is, because your parents raised you up in the way a child should go, and they let the village help raise their children.
Right.
Period.
But yes, y'all, we're going to try to get these videos out to you guys.
Since y'all had really nothing else to do.
Really so. But we still gonna try to get bangers out to y'all.
Bangers.
Be watching out for another video, possibly tomorrow.
Comment down below
Wednesday or Thursday.
Comment down below what you doing this boring time.
And a lot of y'all that's having like sleepovers, stuff like that. I know a lot of y'all birthdays are coming up, and like a lot of y'all turning 16 or 17, 18, whatever age. Please stay in the house. I know it's kind of hard because it's your birthday. You want to celebrate with everybody else, and you want to. But that's why we got to stay in the house longer, because people.
And no, other people are making sacrifices too.
And staying in the house I know some. You can do something. You can do a FaceTime birthday party, like everybody FaceTime. Y'all just celebrate like that. Like, but y'all forget it's after time too. Like June, y'all still got the summer coming.
And think of how people are out of their work for this virus. So people are losing money that really can't afford to.
Right.
So, just be keeping those people up in prayer, like those people that can't afford to be out but have to be out because people can't stay in the house that they're supposed to.
But yes, y'all, please. Because the longer people can't stay in the house, the longer we got to stay locked down in the house on this quarantine journey. Because we still got the summer. You can explore afterwards. Just, try to stay in
you
the
gonna
house.
have more people.
Try your best, unless it's emergency to go out, like essentials, trash bags, tissue, wipes, stuff like that. Essentials that you need to go out the house. But in groceries, I know a lot of y'all like groceries. And y'all can even cook, like find different stuff to cook. Like it's a lot of stuff and recipes y'all can cook.
Exercise.
Right.
Me and Kasey doing
Keep
that
this
now.
weight off, because sitting around is only making you get, bigger, and it's not good. So just try to keep your weight down. Try to stay fit. All that.
I need to get back in basketball shape. You feel me?
Yeah, like just y'all can even go walking out the door, like walking around the neighborhood. That's something to stay in your area, not all over the place. But yes, like you guys. But that's
so.
Anymore.
Oh yeah, so we gonna say I'm gonna say stay safe. You gonna say keep clean, and you gonna say stay prayed up. Okay. Wait, what?
Okay. So make sure you guys stay prayed up, stay clean. We're gonna try this again.
That was my part. I'm supposed to say stay prayed up. Stay prayed up. Yeah, my part.
Stay home.
Oh, yeah. So make sure you guys stay home,
Stay clean. Ooh, stay clean.
Stay prayed up.
And we'll see you guys. Make sure you like, comment.
Comment, subscribe.
Wait.
Let's try this again. Make sure you like,
Comment.
Subscribe
and we will see you guys
for the next banger.
video.
We're out.
Not no next thing. We don't do nothing like that.
No, yeah.
You don't do nothing.
But we will catch you. Y'all, this girl, I tell y'all, something seriously wrong with her.
Oh my God.
Anyway.
Who does that?
Oh,
Talking about a banger. We don't do bangers, boy. We make them. Oh.
They waiting for the next banger. Retard.
okay. But yes, we'll catch you guys in the next video. And we, Triple K Squad, is out. And we'll catch y'all in the next
Peace.